Good morning. I'm just going to show you the records I got for free last night on my bike ride. I met this really great guy, Robert, who's also a picker out there. We talked for a long time. We're about the same age. He lost his dad recently. I lost my mom recently. So we had that to connect on. We connect on a bunch of things. And someone was throwing out 3 boxes of records. And I was going through them when he showed up on his bike, and we ended up talking. And we just kind of split the records between like what we wanted, and we looked at the condition. But out of these 3 giant boxes, I only took a few. I couldn't put that many in my basket, so I'm going to show you what I got. All right, the first one is House of the Holy by Led Zeppelin, which is, now these are all albums I don't already have. So I only took stuff that I thought I would like that I don't have, and I only took stuff that seemed to be in decent condition, the record. So this doesn't have the cover, but that's okay. That's kind of cool. All right, so we got that. Then we have Led Zeppelin, Zoso. This is the album with Stairway to Heaven. Then we have Lynyrd Skynyrd, Second Helping. I'm a big Lynyrd Skynyrd fan, but I have to say, I haven't spent a lot of time getting to know their music all that much, except for, the stuff that everybody knows. This has Sweet Home Alabama. That's kind of the only song I know on there, but, that'll be cool to kind of learn more music by them. Then we have Journey Frontiers, which, of course, I'm a huge fan of Journey, but I don't really own a lot of their albums. So we've got Separate Ways, Send Her My Love, which I sing these songs all the time. After the Fall, Faithfully. Yeah, so that'll be cool. Then we have Kansas, Leftover Tour, which is, I love Kansas as well. Let's see if there's a song on there I recognize. We've got Carry On Wayward Son, The Wall is one of my favorites by them. So that's cool. Then we have Janis Joplin. I don't own anything by Janis Joplin, so that's cool. Janis Joplin, Pearl. We've got, it looks like someone actually had this record like on their wall, because they have tape all along the back here, which is ridiculous. And I'm just going to take it off. I really don't want. Now the tape will kind of do a little damage to the cover, but I don't really want, it's already damaged and it's already worthless, so I just want to take the tape off, because fuck it. So maybe I won't take this tape off because it's over their faces. Maybe if I take this piece off gingerly. Yeah, okay. So we got Janis Joplin, we got Move Over, Cry Baby. Everybody knows Cry Baby. Me and Bob and McGee. So that's cool. Then we have Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. And we have Piece of My Heart, Summertime, Down on Me, Get It While You Can, Bye Bye Baby, Move Over, Ball and Chain. So, obviously, if you know Janis Joplin and at all, you'll know like all of her greatest hits. Then here's a band I knew about, Cheap Thrills, Big Brother and the Holding Company. But I don't know much about this. Oh, that was Janis Joplin's band. Okay. Hotel California by the Eagles. Of course, we know Hotel California is on here. But what else is on here? Oh, God. This album is like ripped in half. Look at this. Yikes. Is the record even in here? Yeah, the record is in there and in good condition, but the cover's not. Okay, Times Are Changing, Bob Dylan. I thought that could be kind of fun to listen to. The Dead Kennedys. I was like, what? Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables. Dude, what? California, Uber Alice. I was like, that's an interesting album to find in there. Tea for the Tillerman by Cat Stevens. David Bowie, Young Americans. Beautiful. Black Sabbath. That's a great album. Parallel Lines by Blondie. This one's actually in plastic. The Beatles, Magical Mystery Tour. Beatlemania, recorded live at the Winter Garden Theater. Bad Company, Can't Get Enough, Run with the Pack, Shooting Star, Bad Company, Rock and Roll Fantasy, Ready for Love. Come on. All good songs. Then we have, wait, isn't this Houses of the Holy? Wait, is this Houses of the Holy, or am I mistaken? What's this album? It is Houses of the Holy. Okay, so we do actually have the cover. But wait. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so here's Houses of the Holy that goes in this cover. Perfect. Okay. But then in that cover we have Led Zeppelin 2 with nothing. So, and this isn't Led Zeppelin 2, is it? This is Zoso. Is Zoso Led Zeppelin 2? Should I put these two together? I think I should, right? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so we're kind of set. Okay. Perfect. Okay, then we have the Police, Synchronicity, Rolling Stones, Through the Past, Darkly, Big Hits Volume 2, Ruby Tuesday, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Let's Spend the Night Together, She's a Rainbow. These are great songs. All right, then we have Lou Reed Transformer, which is a great album, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have 2 copies of Lou Reed Transformer. Then we got, and I actually offered one of them to Robert, the guy that I met, but he didn't want one of those, so I just took them both. The Rolling Stones, Some Girls, Rush, Permanent Waves, beautiful. Great album. I have that one, though. That is the one album I do have that I took. Nevermind the Bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols, nice. Simon & Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Parsley, Sage, Rosemary and Thyme, Sound of Silence, Bookends, Greatest Hits. So a lot of Simon & Garfunkel. Steppenwolf, Greatest Hits, nice. That's going to Born to Be Wild, Magic Carpet Ride, interesting. Steve Miller Band, Greatest Hits. Nice, gotta love Steve Miller Band. You got The Joker, Fly Like an Eagle, Wild Mountain Honey, and those are all the records that I got last night for free. So, pretty awesome. That'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to play those on my record player. And one thing I've learned, apparently, or I've gotten very lucky. Ever since I moved here in September of 2024, whenever I'm looking for anything, I've always found it. The one thing I'm looking for. Because I've been trying to be frugal, pay off my home loan, stuff like that, and just be really frugal. So, whenever I've been looking for something, I found it. I needed shelves when I first moved in. If you watch any of my older Get Fit videos, those are all in there. Where I'm like, ooh, I need to put up shelves. But I didn't want to buy wood. It was really expensive. So I went out walking on trash night, and I found like this perfect little cabinet that I can cut down into shelves. And I actually put them up, like right there. I put that shelf up there. There's 2 other shelves I put up also in the pantry. So then I wanted a coat rack because I didn't have one, and I found one. Like all the things I've needed, that's exactly what I found. So I like records. I wasn't looking for records though. But then I find 3 boxes of records, and I shared them with Robert. And then I needed cat food for Sasha because she likes chicken. I didn't have a whole lot of chicken food, and I found 3 boxes, like 6 cat food last night, all unopened, with poultry and beef as 2 of the boxes. So I fed her that. She ate that. So I was talking with Aaron about this last night, like how lucky I am that it seems everything I'm looking for, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't try to place meaning on things that can't be proven or disproven because I don't like to feed delusion. And I don't like to feel like I'm being delusional because then if you're being delusional, that's a way to like go la 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 and go traipsing along and fall into a hole. I think you can get yourself, you can kind of go blindly. Now, religion, like Christianity, would say that's where faith comes in. And so sometimes you have to have faith in what feels right. But I did that for the longest time, right? When me and Linda were together, I went purely on faith and like the signals and the signs that all felt like they were there. And like synchronicities that are so profoundly like you can't fake it. It can't be a delusion because you're thinking of this and then you see that. Like it's like it comes right at you. Like it's signs that are so blatant that there's no other way to it's like one of those things where it gives you a sense. It's like in the Matrix where they see the black cat twice and that tells them, oh, there's a glitch in the Matrix. Like there's these signs that are so obvious that like, yes, I'm watching, yes, I'm here. I think in terms of like people looking for God, we can feel like these signs are so obvious and so blatant that of course God is there. I remember this morning when I took off my cute little Guy Fawkes mask pendant, and I was going to hang it in the window in my bedroom, and my thought was, okay, should I hang this here? Give me a sign. And in that moment, right then, the lightning flashed in front of the window from this storm that's going on. And that's the only time that I saw lightning that morning at that window. So it's things like that where you're just like, wow, is that just like silly coincidence where like the mind is trying to create connection because it seeks meaning, because it's trying to, it's trauma response, trying to create connections and meaning so that it can make sense of the world. I think that's possible. I think that's probable, actually. But also we want things to have deeper meaning. So what do? Do we just live in terms of like honoring the meaning that we feel in that moment? I feel like all you can do is trust your heart in the moment and then go by your best, intuition in the moment. Do the best you can. So maybe life will turn out to be that we're wrong, and then we'll change then. I mean, that's the point of like science, right? Science is about being able to change our mind when new evidence comes up. I'm sort of an odd person because I believe in God, but I also believe in science. And I don't think that they're at odds with each other. I think God created evolution. And I just think what it is that God and science are connected in one. And most of the stuff in the Bible is bullshit. Created by man to control people and to keep them kind of stupid and dumb and ignorant. So I'm not a big fan of blind faith, as you can see. I do believe in faith to an extent. Like I think faith, it's like a trust but verify system, right? Anyway, those are the records that I found this morning, and I hope you have a great day. I got to get to work. Bye-bye.